Hello, I'm Kody Wisner with J&P Cycles. In this episode of JP TV, we're going to be doing a metric makeover. Every year we like to really build something that shows off some of our parts, also gives everybody an idea of what you could really do with a stock motorcycle, as far as to get you a little bit custom look, separate your bike from the crowd. You know, we really want to show off what we have in our catalog and what you could do with the catalog. This year we got a Suzuki Boulevard C50. It's a rather inexpensive bike. It's what a lot of us consider to be a little bit more of a starter bike. But it's also something that some guys really don't want anything bigger, and they're going to want to keep it around for a while. It's one of the reasons we chose it. We decided to put a few goodies on it and doll it up a little bit. Everything on this build this year is really bolt-on. Everything's very straightforward. Fenders actually come with all the holes drilled in them and everything. It's super simple. Everybody can do it with a few hand tools, some time, and a service manual. You can get this bike done in your garage, no big deal. The first thing that everybody notices on this bike is the custom fenders. You know, we went with Barron's. Barron's has a nice line of custom fenders for really every bike that's available right now. They come pre-drilled, ready to put on, very simple to do, and that's what dramatically changes the look of this bike. You know, when you see it, you notice something different about it. It's got a big swooping long back fender, big front fender. It's very straightforward. Well, Jeff, what do you say I start putting this gas tank on so we can see what it's really going to look like?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, I can't wait to get a look with it all and the back fender on and the saddlebags, and this thing's going to have a real nice look to it. It's definitely going to get some attention. Oh, that's nice looking. Dash comes down, goes right into that blue line. Did a real good job of designing this paint job. You know, you can really go from what I've showed you and what we've done with our bikes, all of them, and pick out what you like. If you want a little bit different styling, not a big deal. You just put a little different part on it. It's very straightforward, and that's what's nice about our big catalog and our online. You can actually go through, look at the stuff, and really get the look you're going for, and not having to copy everybody else and be exactly what we're doing. One of the other real cool things that you notice when you see the bike is it's got a lot more chrome than you do from the factory. You know, we really went through Showchrome's catalog, some Curiac and stuff, even some Cobra stuff, really dolled this bike up. You know, when you see it, you notice that it's pretty shiny. You notice it's got a lot of bling on it. You know, we really wanted to step it up, and we really went through all of our supplier catalogs, our big catalog, came up with every part we could find, got them all in-house, pulled everything out, looked at everything, and said, this is what we want to use. And we really tried to get that look of, we wanted it to look kind of like a touring bike, but we also wanted it to be, you know, a little bit more of a standard. We went with different bars, we put a windshield on it, put saddlebags. You know, we actually popped those saddlebags and the windshield on and off. Gives you a totally different look. You know, if you want to go for a long trip, throw them saddlebags on, throw the windshield on, bam, you got a cruiser. You know, you got a touring bike where you want to go to the bar with your buddies and you don't want to look like grandpa. Whip that windshield off, throw the saddlebags in the garage, call it a day. You got yourself a nice looking street custom. And you can really have the best of several different worlds with one motorcycle. It's a nice thing about having one of the intermediate size metric bikes is that you can really do a lot of different things with them. You know, you can commute back and forth to work. You can go on a cruise with it. You can go riding around the country. Or you can go hot rodding, going to the bar, you know, hanging out, doing whatever you want to do, go to bike night. Just have a lot of fun with it. And that's what we're going to do with ours. This bike has a great feel to it. I rode it quite a bit, and it's just like riding a stock bike, you know. It's pretty nimble, it's real lightweight. You know, when you actually get all the bags and everything on there, it doesn't really change the weight of the bike, so you got yourself a pretty nimble cruiser, you know. And I actually like the way it rides. It rides smooth. When you're going on the highway, it's comfortable. With those boulevards, it actually is a pretty nice setup. The motor is plenty of torque, plenty of horsepower. You can actually get going real fast. This is one of those projects that is actually pretty easy to do. You can do it depending on how many parts you're going to switch in a night. You know, say you want to decide to actually change your back fender. It's a weekend project, you know. If you hit it real hard, you can actually get it done a lot quicker than that. You know, it doesn't really take me too long to rip the stuff down because I do it all day long. At home, where maybe you ain't got your tools quite so organized and stuff, it actually, you know, I like to say that this kind of stuff is a good weekend project. You know, if you really wanted to go all the way out and do it like I did, everything all at one time, build it all up, put all the stuff on it at once, and then actually get it painted, it's more like a winter project. You know, where it's going to take you a couple months to get that kind of stuff done. You know, when you're changing handlebars, exhausts, the seat, doing all the chrome goodies, it's going to take you a little while longer. So plan on that in advance. If you have somewhere like we do where we have a long winter, it's a great time to get your motorcycle, start doing your modifications. And the nice thing is you don't have to lay out all that cash right at once. You know, when you're working on it for 2-3 months, you can save up, buy your big stuff in the beginning. As you get going, if you want to add a little bit more stuff and a little bit more stuff, it doesn't cost you a lot of money. If you need help, the very first thing you can do is call in our tech line. We have a lot of technicians that work at J&P Cycles answering the phone. They're very knowledgeable. They can walk you through it on the phone. If it's something you still don't feel comfortable with, I recommend taking it to a shop. There's nothing wrong with actually taking your bike to a professional and having them help you out. A lot of the parts that we picked out for this bike are readily available from only a few manufacturers. The nice thing is with some of these bikes, you don't have a lot of different stuff to choose from, but some of these manufacturers really come out with a lot of stuff. For example, show chrome. You know, we went through and found a lot of really cool show chrome accessories that we wanted to use for it. You know, this thing is done up with show chrome stuff. You know, they probably would even love to use it on one of their bikes, but this one's ours. Mustang seats. When we decided with the look we wanted to go with, we wanted a kind of a touring look. Perfect option, the Mustang touring style seat. I mean, that thing is super comfy, it's nice looking. Right out of the box, it's great to go. Wow, this is going to be a real comfortable ride for somebody. Hoping I get to take it out for a little spin, check it out, get to feel the beautifully soft seat of a Mustang genuine leather seat. As I was going through and picked it out, I decided I really liked the looks of the Barron's fenders. It really changed the looks of the bike. I was super excited, got the Barron's handlebars, I picked out Barron's tail light. I mean, everything just worked really cool on this bike, and I was super stoked about having it. To really go along with that touring look, I decided to get a National Cycle switchblade windshield. It's a quick detach, just pops on and off. Well, now we're going to go ahead and finish installing our National Cycle switchblade tinted windshield. Help give us that touring look and feel. Pretty straightforward, you just push it on there and ta-da! Easy as pie. When along the same lines, I decided to use some US saddlebags. I mean, the brackets are absolutely made for every bike. They go on super easy. They come with all the hardware. It's great. You just, bam, it's on. You know, they really look nice. They can come off rather easy. Like I said, if you want to switch the look up. They're not quick detach or anything like that. It only takes you a few minutes with a couple hand tools, and you can actually switch the stuff from looking like a bagger to a custom street bike in no time flats. Awesome. Doesn't take too long. Gets a little better once they get used, and also once you get used to doing them. That's only the second one I've done lately. So there we have it. That is how you modify a metric cruiser.